So I feel that a lot of people, including myself, thought that we were going to get some kind of information by now on Breath of the Wild 2. We were promised more information, and it just seems like we've gotten absolutely nothing hardly. I just can't imagine that this game is actually going to be ready to release next year. I mean, next year is right around the corner, everybody. We're in the last month of this year. The idea of having the next mainline Zelda game in our hands by the end of next year just seems so unrealistic to me, especially after yesterday we got no information whatsoever, just zero, zilch, you know? It just really opens my eyes to the fact of, I'm worried Breath of the Wild 2 is going to get delayed. Where is the news for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2? Why has The Legend of Zelda's anniversary been so terrible? I'm not sure exactly what Nintendo is trying to prove here, but truthfully speaking, I am less than impressed with the direction that they've decided to take the anniversary and overall just everything when it comes to Zelda lately. I have to say, it's been nothing but disappointments after disappointments, and I'm not exactly sure why that is, considering the fact that, you know, they didn't even really have to try. All they had to do was port over a couple more games, and I think a lot of people would have been happy with that. Me, I don't really like ports. You know how I feel about them, especially when they're charging $60, but if they had them reasonably priced and everything, I seriously feel like a lot of people, including myself, would have just, you know, accepted it. I wouldn't have wanted to accept it. I would have waited for a sale to buy them, but we would have just accepted it, right? But when you do nothing, that's even worse than these shoddy $60 ports. Actually, that's even worse. You know what I'm saying? Because it just shows a lack of care, right? We got like one, maybe two, three things for the anniversary, right? And we got 3 games in one for Mario's. You see the difference there? Do you see the difference? It just, I don't know. I'm just less than impressed with the way this whole situation's been handled lately, and I'm worried that Breath of the Wild 2 is definitely going to get delayed. And I seriously think that we should all prepare for the worst here and prepare for a 2022 without Breath of the Wild 2. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that I'm wrong. The last thing I'd want to be is right about something like this, because truthfully, this is actually very sad, and I'm hoping that, like I said, I'm wrong. I'm hoping that I'm wrong, because honestly, it does not make any sense to me, and I really feel like Nintendo needs to take their best franchise, their best first-party franchise, in my opinion, more seriously. I don't understand why they're not. What about Zelda isn't good enough for you to put effort in? I mean, we have way smaller corporations putting out fantastic anniversaries for their games. Why can't Nintendo? Why? Why didn't we hear anything yesterday? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And I'd love to know the reason why. Why didn't we hear anything about Breath of the Wild 2? We know the game's coming. We know the game's supposedly close to being finished. They're using what Zelda Breath of the Wild 1 left them. What could possibly make the development of this game take so long? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It really does not. The Zelda team is using the exact same assets as they did for Breath of the Wild 1, so it's very confusing as to why this game's taking so long to come out. It just doesn't make any sense. Anyways, everybody, I'd love to hear what you all think about this in the comments section below. I'm absolutely distraught about this because, truthfully speaking, I am preparing myself for a world without Breath of the Wild 2 for 2022. I'm thinking probably 2023, and I hope I'm wrong, everybody. Anyways, let me know down below what you thought of everything in this video. Leave a dislike if you did not like it if you did like it. I can still see the dislikes, so don't forget that. Still use the dislikes. I want to know if I'm doing stuff the right way or if I'm doing stuff the wrong way. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Jimmy out of here.